What's up, y'all? Hold on. Hold up, hold up. All right, let's tap on in. Three, two, one. Game time. Charters, yo, bro. Yo. Oh, man, where's the scoreboard? Colombia looked like a powerhouse. They've looked like the second best team in this competition. Are we going to see that today? Wiley, brother. Well, he said, oh, man. Not again. Oh, man, not again. Tell me if you can't hear me, guys. Totally forgot about the 4 p.m. game, bro. There's just games all day, every day. This is how we're doing it. There we go. Just want to wipe off the mic a little bit. Let me get the clock going. Hey, puppy. Missed the Egypt match because of work. That is bollocks, brother, but we all got to work. I ain't mad at you. It was a good game. It was a little annoying. It wasn't like the Cape Verde game, which there was actually belief. Like every time Egypt scored, I was just like, yeah, it's not happening. I can't stay for long, but just wanted to say what's up and drop a like. Appreciate you, Jay Sands. Hope you have a good stream. Hope you come back, come tap in. Hopefully this is a better game than the one we saw earlier. It wasn't a bad game. I mean, it was obviously an exciting game, but corruption. Delap, bro, yo, we missed you yesterday. How you doing? Callum, we missed you too, brother. That was your chance. I was missing Charted's my moderator and Delap my moderator, and I needed a new one, but Reluctant Gamer in the building. What's up, Reluctant Gamer? We are here. Fernando is in here, back again. What's up, bro? Hold up. Colombia's first maraud into the box. Looking for the Colombia flag on my thing. There it is. Oh, shoot. The scoreboard's not showing, guys. There we are. Didn't see Infantino's team play today, but I know corruption was in play. It's so funny, man. I don't even know whether it's even corruption anymore, but it just feels like it. So I just am going to call it that forever. Because, bro, there was a call. Egypt scored a wonder goal. It's on my Instagram. I can't put it on YouTube, unfortunately, but it's on my Instagram. Halal ball, haram ball, corruption ball. My bad. The Portugal game was so boring. I literally fell asleep mid-game. Bro, I said the exact same thing. I said the exact same thing, bro. You didn't miss that game. That was, I mean, honestly, you didn't miss much of anything yesterday, but you would have loved to hate on everybody we were watching. It was garbage. Absolutely garbage. Yeah, we also had some clowns in the chat that you would have loved to kill him. He said, so happy the U.S. lost, though. Killing me. The U.S. didn't just lose, by the way. They got freaking stomped. And it was just not fun to watch. Not really. Some 50-50 decisions went Argentina's way, but Egypt wasn't robbed. Yeah. Yeah, I can't say it was robbed, but it was definitely corruption. Egypt scored a goal that honestly should have counted. I don't care if it was a foul. It was soft. And Argentina scored a goal in this very tournament the exact same way. Nothing happened. So I call that corruption. Obviously, Egypt scored another goal after that. So 2-0. 2-0 in the 80th minute? Should be home and dusted. But Argentina, man, it just feels like something's rigged. I know it's not. I'm not that delusional. But I hate that smell, that smell of inequity, It was 1 a.m. UK time, England versus Mexico. Yeah, we were doing stuff. All right, let's see if this game is NT better. Courtesy of my boy Ash, we have the dual setup. I'll show you in a second. We're just trying to see. Right on cue. Right on cue. Yo. Brother, I have the dual setup like you. ESPN Zo. I've got my own VAR station here. Chat, you want to see my VAR station? Check this out. We got the games staggered. I don't want to see no excuses. We were watching all of this in HD. Actually, it's easier to watch on this screen. This World Cup has been entertaining, but I never ever want a World Cup in the U.S. again. Man, that's how we feel. Every Champions League delap. Every Champions League, speaking of which, remember the Champions League was like 8 a.m. for U.S. time this year. Ugh. But then again, the Champions League is a European competition, so we can't be mad. World Cup, sheesh. World Cup could be different, but imagine the World Cup in Australia. Speaking of the corruption, the U.S. deserved to lose after the whole Balogun thing. Brother, the U.S. deserved to lose for other reasons than that. Can't have the president calling FIFA to reverse a fair red card. I don't think the red card was fair. So you can say reverse a red card. I don't think it was fair. Can't have the president calling, no. But not the only instance of this kind of corruption. James, it's not about the time, it's about corruption. Oh, Delap, how young you are. FIFA's been corrupt for years. Can't be blaming this on America. Aren't they planning a UEFA Champions League final in the U.S.? I hope not, Fernando. That kind of defeats the point of the whole UEFA thing. Club World Cup makes a complete sense. UEFA, nah.
I mean, it doesn't really make a difference where
it doesn't, because what do they do? Well, no, the UEFA final is always somewhere in Europe. I was about to say Budapest. What'd you say? You said it's
just because it's European teams.
I think it matters. I think if it's a European competition, it should be played in Europe, right? Like, do you think the Super Bowl should be played in, Afghanistan? Afghanistan. Yeah, we are globalized. Like, everybody's watching this, right? Even though it's a European competition, everybody watches European ball. Shit, I'm sure the American TV money that goes towards the UEFA competition is significant. Maybe more significant than European TV. I don't know about that, but yeah, Kate Abdo, Thierry Henry, and all them. They're not on Sky. Luis Diaz, man. Aren't they planning on UEFA Champions League? I read that already. Yeah, Wiley, we're all unk status. But I've never seen a president calling FIFA to reverse a decision in a game before. If it's happened before, I can't remember. Yeah, we'd have to look that one up.
Yeah, I feel like people are who cares? It doesn't matter.
What'd you say?
The people are real hung up on that.
Yeah, people are hung up on that, and that really did.
You gotta ask.
Didn't matter.
You gotta ask the questions.
That was the theme of it, right? I'm glad the president called. This is the best call the president's made.
Ask the questions.
If you're not asking the questions, what kind of world leader are you?
That's the lesson.
But you can't be mad at America for asking the questions. Maybe you can be mad at Infantino for probably referring it to his, adjudication board. But shoot, of all the things Trump's done, it's probably the most significant. Not the most significant, the most beneficial to actual Americans. But yeah, the bigger scheme of thing is I completely understand you, Delap, but honestly can't get hung up on that. Damn, do I have gray hairs coming in? No. We still fresh. We good. While UEFA has historically kept to event firmly in Europe, discussions are ongoing for the future final to be hosted in the U.S. soil. Wow, Google. Nuts. It should never be hosted outside of Europe when it's a European competition, says the lab. That's what I was thinking. But now that I'm thinking about it, you know, the reason it's moved around, that's almost like saying like it should never be moved to different countries in Europe for the final. Like now that I'm thinking about it, it's for the fans, right? And Americans are fans.
Yeah, it's like saying, oh, they shouldn't have opened it up. They shouldn't have changed the format.
Right. They should no American should be a Chelsea fan. You know, they shouldn't add Bodo Glint to this. You know, like
the game is evolving.
The game is growing. It's evolving. I appreciate that. Kelso said they need to investigate that Argentina game for match fixing.
There you go. That's the realest thing anyone has said
yet. It is so funny. The corruption bug has gotten bigger and bigger, y'all. Corruption bug. And I don't want this World Cup to be marred by the illusion of corruption. But man, almost kind of like, oh, hold that thought. Almost, oh, that was James up there. Almost kind of like how we see in politics around the world. It is just kind of like folks don't even care to hide it anymore. That's how it feels, right? Like it just feels like, nah, I'm the president. I made the call, you know. Oh, we're gonna suddenly take back this goal. We ain't never seen goals just taken back for fouls that happened 3 minutes prior. You know, I'm gonna foul now. The Salah one was weird, man. It was exactly the same foul that they called back on Martinez, but Salah was in the box, and I do think fouls in the box are adjudicated a little bit differently, a little bit more harshly than, or they're given less grace than fouls that occur out on the field. So I don't know. Take that for what you will. Jacob Oye, what's happening, bro? It wasn't that bad, Kelso. I only really think that there was one really bad decision. Egypt disallowed goal. That was a really bad decision, but no, I you know, but he got slapped on the face in the ball in the box by McAllister. Nothing was called. There were a couple of different things. There were a couple of different really bad foul calls that ended up leading to a free kick that Messi took. Nobody ever said Bodo Glint shouldn't be there. We should just making stuff up. Nah, man, they say all kinds of stuff. When they expanded the format of the Champions League, come on now. You don't remember that? It was the same rhetoric. Oh, why are we opening this up? These teams shouldn't be there. That's why we have the Europa League, XYZ. It's not fun for the fans where it moves further away from the fans. I support Arsenal even though I don't live in England, and I'd never want Arsenal to play in Denmark. Yeah, but that's you as a fan of a team. This is a competition that everybody loves. So I'm sure if the Champions League final came to Denmark, obviously Denmark's in Europe, but shit, if the Super Bowl came to Denmark, it's a chance to expand to the fan base. Imagine if Arsenal never became a global brand. You wouldn't be an Arsenal fan. So again, these are all efforts to expand the beautiful game. Corruption is bad unless I'm involved. That's facts. That was that American decision. I think 3 seasons ago, or I don't know, they scheduled La Liga Clasico game in Miami or Vegas, but they canceled it. I do remember that. I actually remember that being like, that was supposed to be last season or something. Or I think last season they were saying that it was coming, and then that kind of fell apart. You know, it might be a very American thing, but you know, I've talked to people in Europe too. They talk about the game being gentrified. You know, the ticket prices being too high. You know, all the international fan bases. And again, as an American, we don't think about that because we've been in a world where the ticket prices have been too high. You know, this is more for, you know, it's not like you can just get season tickets to the Lakers anymore. And shit, I live in LA, right? But I'm not going to be mad if, just like I'm not mad when Heung-min Son came to LAFC And we just got a whole bunch of foreign support. Korean support. Ooh. I don't know why Peter Schmeichel thought that Switzerland were just going to steamroll this team, Colombia. But you know, we don't give a fuck about the Super Bowl. Keep that thing in America. Exactly. But nah, Delap, I thought you were a sports watcher. Let's not get into boxing, MMA, wrestling, all the same. You think WWE should not have not do a world tour? It's all about collecting fans, growing the game. Reluctant Gaber said, "Is football your favorite sport?" Absolutely. It is, followed closely by basketball, and then the rest is the rest. I'd never want J League to play in Denmark, even though I'd probably watch more J League than I do Prem. Well, you just kind of proved the point. Regardless of what you want, if you would watch more J League, these these leagues are businesses and they want more fans. So of course they would move it to Denmark if that was the thing. Kelso said, "Am I an LAFC fan or LA Galaxy fan?" I'm an LAFC fan. I came here to and I wanted to get season tickets to LA Galaxy, and they were just, ooh, hold that thought. Is that Munoz or is that, ooh, what a save? That was Luis Diaz. Oh no, that was the left back. Yeah, basically LA Galaxy just didn't have the vibes. It was also not in LA. You had to drive down to Carson, California. It's like south of LA. You know, not my vibe. And then LAFC formed. It formed right down the street from my house. Inner City Club. A lot of the Chivas USA fans kind of converted. Carlos Vela was the first marquee signing. It was dope. So, yeah, instantly became an LAFC fan. Happy with that decision. Dilapidator said, "That's so different. It's a show that happens every week. UCL happens once a year." What are you talking about? No. The final happens once a year. UCL is every week, every 2 weeks from what? November to May? Raw and SmackDown. FC Gamer in the building. What's up, bro? Yeah, man. That's how I became an LAFC supporter. I moved away from Atlanta right when Atlanta became the first, one of the, they had their expansion team, Atlanta United, and I wanted to be an Atlanta United fan, but I just had no connection. I wasn't living in Atlanta. And so when LA brought that expansion team in, and based on my experiences trying to get tickets at at LA Galaxy, LAFC easily became the option. You compared a UCL final to a WWE show. I meant UCL final. Yeah, like, so if Raw and SmackDown, which they have had overseas, not once a week, they do it overseas. They do it in London. I'm sure they've gone to Denmark. I'm wondering if they have. I don't know. If they never came overseas, then they wouldn't have the fandom they have overseas. That would be the same as the UCL. So whether you want it or not, I get it. That's subjective. But whether it makes sense for growth, I feel like that's another thing. Wiley's an FC Cincy fan. Evander. Is that what you like? Evander? I'm a Cincinnati sports fan because my dad and I value loyalty. Are you from Cincinnati originally? I followed since the public voted to be in. What I know about the 3252 is that they are old Chivas USA chant fan group. Yeah. There's a lot of Chivas USA kind of converts. And, what a convert, man, to go from Chivas USA, who was just getting smacked every week. They were like the Clippers of LA, and then they kind of reestablished themselves as LAFC. That's what the Clippers should do. The Clippers should do a whole name change. Now that they no longer play in the crypto arena, aka the Staples Center, they want to be a real team taken seriously. They probably need to just create a new club. Kelsey said, I'm going to LA at the end of the year. Mike, gonna get it out. Brother, if you come to the LA, make sure you hit your boy up. And if you're trying to ball, bring some boots with you too. Evander is a former Midland player. To laugh. Is he playing well over in the MLS? He is. I think he was player of the year 2 years ago. He was certainly an MLS All-Star. He's that guy. As a matter of fact, there were talks of Neymar going to FC Cincinnati, and they had the graphic up of the two top Brazilians. I'm from Lima, Peru, adopted, but my dad loves Cincinnati, so I just carry the torch. Facts. I had a conversation with one of my friends about that, about kind of the different ways you become a fan, the different moves of fandom, it was interesting because it almost turned into an argument. And again, I don't judge any way anybody's a fan. The only thing I might judge is if you're a fan of the same team that could possibly play each other. Now, again, I'm a Chelsea fan and LAFC fan, and it just so happened that Chelsea played LAFC in the Club World Cup, which was great for me. But I mean more like, those Manchester United fans who are Real Madrid fans. Like, who do you if they get to the Champions League final to face each other, who do you go for? Those kind of guys. But my friend told me, what did he tell me? He told me he doesn't consider you a real fan if you just choose a team and you say, this is my team and I'm going to stick with it. He factors in, what did he say? He factors in the city. He has to like the culture around the city and stuff like that. And I was just like, huh? You can't judge how somebody's a fan. I say that and I just judged somebody being a fan of multiple teams and stuff. But yeah. Our boy Aural Simsier just left Midland. Because I don't know, I've told you guys how I became a Chelsea fan, right? Back in the day, back in probably 2000, 2002. It was probably after that World Cup, 2002. Was it Goal TV? It was one of our channels in the US. It was either like Fox Soccer or Goal TV. They picked up rights to the Premier League, but they were only playing Manchester United games. And then Chelsea got this burst of money in 2004, and they got added to the TV rights deal. I think they were playing Arsenal games some too. But it ended up being like either Man United games or Chelsea games. There were no City games. They weren't playing Liverpool games. Only those two. And blue was my favorite color, even though Ronaldo, I'm not sure if Ronaldo had gotten to that. I don't think so. I think this was pre-Ronaldo. And yeah, Chelsea was the big team that everybody was talking about. They had just got this influx of money, bought a bunch of players, Jose Mourinho. And at the time, I was, I don't know, I was probably 10 at the time or something like that. That was a great ball. I didn't, prescribe to the like, oh, we don't like money teams thing. I actually, when people were comparing them to the Yankees, I was like, oh, dope. They're the Yankees of football. So I watched, and then, I think it was Didier Drogba that took me all the way, and that's when I just became loyal. I support my local, and for some random reason, I support Arsenal as well. It happens. Somehow, randomly, you find something you like, and then you attach yourself to it. And then win or lose, that's when you really become a fan to me. Win or lose, if you catch yourself wanting this team to move forward, or you catch yourself feeling for this team, that's when it's like, all right, I'm passionate. This is my squad. Fernando said, when Vela was announced for LAFC, thought it was LA Galaxy for some reason, and it just became a fan for one day, and the next day I realized we had a new team in the city, and black and gold was my decision. Facts. Dale, black and gold. Such good branding, such dope colors, all of that. Yeah, it was really Drogba. I like to say it was like Jimmy Floyd Hasselback. I even like to act like I was watching Zola. I think I was too young to really to understand Sola. But Claude Makelele, then Drogba, then Jose, and then Jose brought in Essien, brought in Salomon Kalou, brought in Florin Maluda, Drogba. Wow. That's the first real good attempt from Switzerland. And maybe we do have a game on our hands, boys. Ballers. Right, Wiley. It's so much more fun to be a fan when you know you've stuck with your team through the L's, and then you see a great playoff run or you see a win or whatever. Do me a favor if you haven't already, like this stream, guys. This game is starting to make me sleepy. Damn, guys. Switzerland are growing into this game. And quite frankly, I'm just looking at the team that I want to beat Argentina the most. And I think Colombia has a better chance. I think it'll just be a better game. Fernando, am I a UFC fan? Probably need to live stream a McGregor fight. Is McGregor still fighting? That's crazy. I'm a UFC casual. Like, I'll watch it if there's a big enough fight on. Every time it just happens to be on the TV and you see somebody getting smacked, it's pretty interesting. Just keeping up with the players, the athletes, I don't do as much. And it's the grappling part of UFC I'm not the biggest fan of either. I respect it. I mean, I recognize jiu-jitsu is a tough cookie. I would never want to be on the floor with somebody on my back choking me. I don't know what, you know. Galap doesn't rate Ndoye at all. Ndoye was better in Serie A. I think he's kind of fire. He reminds me of Iliman Ndiaye from Senegal. Sergio in the building. What's up, bro? I don't think we've seen you before. Welcome to the chat. Who am I rooting for in this match? I think you might have heard me say it already. I'm rooting for Colombia because I think the world deserves Colombia versus Argentina, corruption or not. But now, the more I watch Switzerland play, the more I think they could be a Colombia upsetter too. They just big guys, set piece heroes. First time here, you joined late. Nah, brother, you're right on time. Welcome. Max Holloway rematch. Yeah, I have no idea who Max Holloway is. On Saturday, though, I should be watching Max Holloway. Is that what you guys are saying? Hold that thought as Arias tries to get one off to Diaz. Hey, stop barking. Dog, this is low-key end-to-end. Wiley said, "Who's on Switzerland? Who's on Switzerland other than Granit Xhaka?" Yeah, they got Mbolo, who's probably their talisman player. Granit Xhaka is their anchor in the midfield. They got an Ndoye, who's their skill man, up in the left wing, kind of. They've got a lot of guys. What's the guy's name? Kamara. He's kind of like a Denzel Dumfries overlapping wingback. They got some ballers, bro. Man, Zombie is their next big thing, but he's injured this match. Okay. Sergio, where you from, bro?
The FIFA World Cup 2026 kit, and we're going to unbox it together and see what's inside. First,
Brother, the Swiss coach is kind of fly. He looks kind of like a James Bond villain. Just fly. Got the glasses on, got his hair slicked back. He looks like he's the type to invite Bond on his yacht just to tell him you'll never catch me. Somebody said, "Why is Messi always doing this? Missing a penalty, us all getting excited and laughing, and then makes us look dumb at the end." Woo! Luis Diaz was about to do the most ridiculous acrobatic. Is that ball still in? The ball is still in. They got a corner from that. What's the 360 camera I wear for my matches? Wiley, what a great question. I'm glad you've asked. Nobody actually asked me on stream about this. It's actually this right here, brother. GoPro Max 360. I actually want to talk to GoPro about getting the updated one. They have an updated one with probably a higher, larger sensor, higher megapixels. So I put it on my head like this, in case anybody wanted to know. Oh, I got a hat on right now, so it's not gonna look. It'll look crazy, but this is how I look when I play matches. Let me take off the hat because it looks crazy. I don't wear a hat. Sometimes I wear a hat on street when I do street ball. You know, I'd be running. This is what it looks like, and people be big mad. They really want to tackle the shit out of me. They're like, I'm not gonna get killed on camera, but they be getting killed on camera, man. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Wiley said, "Get sponsored." I'm trying to. If you guys got any ideas of how I can, and I'm down to switch too. I would definitely do Insta 360. If Insta 360, I would love to see how that camera works when I'm out on the soccer field. I've just gotten so used to this one, and this one's good. The only issue is it only really sees clearly about 5 feet around you, maybe even like 4 feet around you. Like if I want to show a play that's happening over there and how it broke down and then how the run I made and all that stuff, it gets a little blurry, but obviously you guys have seen my content. It's not that bad. But I love that it's 360 because I love that I can show, like, look to my, I'm running forward, but I look to my right, somebody's on my back or whatever. Wiley says, how's it playing with it though? It's actually not bad, bro. It's something you have to get used to. What I do want to do is I had an old actual GoPro headband and it broke, so I had to get this one. I got this one off of Amazon, but the old GoPro headband like allowed for room on my forehead, and so I was able to get some really dope heading angles. Like if you guys follow my old content, if you go on my Instagram, you can go to my highlights and you'll see in my highlights I have more heading ones. I haven't been able to do that lately. Now I have to like take the GoPro off, head the ball, and put the GoPro back on. Yeah, no, it's not chest cam. Like usually when you see it, you're seeing from my angle. That's why I look so much taller than, I mean, I am so much taller than most of the people I play against, but I look even taller because the camera's up here, not here where my eyes are. What's up, Mato Q9? He says Egypt, brother. Crazy, man. Absolute craziness. It doesn't mess with, like, you know, header. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It doesn't mess with headers. Let me see if I can find a heading video. I'll add it to this chat right now. Dog, I'm not even watching this game. Hold that thought. Here's Munoz with the cross. A good cross. Yo, are you? Yeah. AJ, you can still hear me, right? Yep.
Yeah.
My phone just froze. What was that about? Brother, I see the yawns on your face.
Just thinking about what we were talking about
Yeah.
earlier.
Oh, yeah. R2 code. My boy's cooking up an algorithm that'll help us have some fun with predictions and sports betting. I'm just going to show you. And I'll tell you it's on my Instagram. This is what a header looks like. That's what I used to do with my old GoPro strap. Yeah. I'll show you more. That's on my Instagram. That's also on my YouTube as a short. EBB, do you not know who Manzambi is? What you mean, brother? We just talked about him. He's out. injured. I would have broken that camera because I'm playing to win. To have the wherewithal to take it off, then put it back on, bro. I have a clip literally on this from yesterday where I did exactly that. You can see the flight of the ball coming in. I just pull it off like you pull off a hat, you know. Come in. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up well. We'll see how this next shot does. Swiping cards engine. Is Cuadrado there? No, he's not. Dog, I've damn near forgotten about Cuadrado. Big baller. Colombia's had ballers for years, man. But I do think this is one of their better teams. And that's no offense to I feel like Falcao, when Colombia's team has been good, Falcao was always kind of injured or something. Swiping cards and stacking chips. I'm getting texts that people are saying, falling asleep watching this. Everybody's asleep. We're at that afternoon hour though, too. 2 o'clock feeling. The referee, I know it sounded like you didn't know he was. Mato said the referee was unfair in the Egypt versus Argentina match. Egypt deserved to win, but the referee robbed us. Yeah, it's tough, brother. I gotta be honest. I do think it was some corruption, and it's annoying, and it feels rigged. You know, outside of that goal, disallowed goal, that didn't end up mattering because Egypt scored another one. Maybe it did. Maybe Egypt would have been up 3-0, and it would have been too much. There were some other ticky-tack things, like, again, the Mo Salah tackle. Yes, you know, he poked the ball away, but Mo Salah was the closest to get to it, and then he got tripped up. That could have been called a penalty. There were some things. But also at the same time, man, you got to lock in. You got 10 minutes left, and you're up 2-0 against Argentina. You got to lock in, corruption or not. The lap says it's almost 11 p.m. over there. Man. It's hot as shit outside, you said?
Dark.
Oh, it's dark. Oh, you have a storm coming. Damn, storm is brewing in Houston.
The European boys aren't used to these weather changes.
Yeah, it seems to only seemingly affect England story-wise, though.
Yeah, brother, they are overcast all day.
England just, oh my God, Azteca the elevation is too crazy. Oh, Miami. England has faced some adversity, though. You remember those guys got robbed in Miami? Welcome to America. They got robbed, and then something else happened.
There was an earthquake.
Oh, right. There was an earthquake, and they had to, or was it a tornado warning or something, and they had to go underground?
It was a tornado. Yeah, it was some weather related. It was
some weather natural disaster related issue. And then on their way to Azteca, bro, guys were throwing full-on milk cartons at the bus, paint. They were throwing all kinds of shit at the bus. That was hilarious.
Damn, them boys were fast. What minute are you at?
I'm at 47:54.
Is anyone watching this tennis? Anyone got tennis up?
Is there a counterattack? That's a good question. Is it the final? No. It's Djokovic in the quarterfinal at Wimbledon?
It's Djokovic in the quarterfinal. Final set. Ooh, they're tied.
Brother, maybe I should put that on the second TV, because right now it just looks like I have a...
Yeah, no, I would definitely give that a look, because it is about to end.
Wiley said 10 minutes and they came back. Whoa, I got to peep the highlights. Yeah, bro, it was kind of crazy. It was looking all Egypt.
So what are people doing all day? How come they're missing games?
This man. These people are working. What time was it, Wiley, when you were in...
This man working. These niggas are on vacation. It is summertime.
Brother, summertime for some. The U.S. got knocked out before England. Ivory Coast got knocked out before Norway. I don't think the weather changes anything. Oh, man. We gonna see. I agree. Somebody said it to me. They were like, man, these European teams are headed to the quarters, but Argentina made it. It's tough. Tough that Morocco has to play France. Colombia coach missed the touch and lost aura. Oh, I missed that completely. South Africa got knocked out before Switzerland and so on. I don't know. You're comparing teams that are like not of the same caliber. Of course, South Africa got knocked out before Switzerland. NYC rent, and I have a dog that has vet issues. I gotta work. Damn, he was talking to you, Ash.
Who's got vet issues?
He's got responsibilities. Poor dog. I hope he's doing all right.
We do not like to see that. Hopefully, do they have pet insurance where they're at?
I'm sure you have pet insurance, Wiley. If he's got vet issues like that, I'm sure you gotta stay on. I'm not gonna lie, my dog's health insurance costs more than mine does. Isn't that right, baby? We pay monthly, and you don't even use it because you're a healthy girl, baby. Okay, no, she doesn't like me. The clock is still ticking for some reason. Sorry, guys. Halftime. It's halftime. Clock still ticks. Carlos Andes is back. What's up, bro? At work right now because of bills. I wish I could be a millionaire. Brother, they say more money, more problems sometimes, but I feel you. What you meant to say is, I wish I could have everything I wanted without the need of working for money. Let me see. Oh, stopping the clock. Dude, what in the construction are they doing outside on a Tuesday afternoon? Sherry Swiss says, what a bore fest of a game. I really thought this was going to be exciting. I mean, it probably is intense, but after the game we just watched, I feel like there's a lot of factors here. It's that afternoon feeling. Everybody's sleepy. Oh, now you want to wake up, huh? Now you want to wake up. Now you want to wake up, stinker. And they rub your belly, yes. I'm just saying the weather doesn't change anything at all. I agree with you, Delap. You gotta play with it. A cold Wednesday in Stoke, a warm summer in Alabama. It don't matter. Mato said, unfortunately, I'm Egyptian and I'm really sad about the injustice and the loss. No, I feel you, bro. I'm sad about the loss and the injustice, for sure. And I'm not Egyptian. But we're here with you, bro. We are all here with you. Unfortunately, I'm American and I can't even blame corruption. You feel me? We all got our issues. No, you're fine. You're French and your team's going to win. Your team's going to win. Oh man, Carlos, don't get me started on the socio-economic state of the world. What you want to do? You want to sit on my head? Yeah, now you're fine, huh? You went down? Get off me. What is going on in Wimbledon land, huh? Let's see. Yo, what channel is Wimbledon on? That's on like an American big network. Is that ESPN?
Well, that's a good question. I'm watching it on ITV.
Ah.
But I mean, it's probably on ESPN though.
No, not on ESPN.
ABC?
Maybe it should be on ABC.
It's probably on ABC.
Si ti quieres invertir. Delap said, do I think Potts should get sacked? Yes, but not because of this World Cup exit. I'm just not sure. I mean, Potts is a project manager. So maybe over the next 4 years, he can build something even bigger for us. But I don't know. I also think that he's so much more keen to go and coach Italy or something, or coach in Italy or something like that. So that's a good question. Carlos said, where do I think Chelsea is going to place in the PL next year after Cucurella leaving? Man, starter bench is coming back soon, man. I cannot wait to talk Chelsea every day. I think Chelsea will do pretty well, considering we're not in any other leagues. We can focus on the league, focus on some of the domestic competitions. Is it going to be instant? No. But I think I'm expecting a top 4 finish from Xabi Alonso. I think so. Every year we say the EPL should be really good now. Man City's got a new coach. Arsenal are now like the top dogs. We're going to see how they fare. It's on the tennis channel. Tennis channel at Wimbledon. Yeah. Right. You got to have these specialty channels. Who else? Liverpool, new coach, a bunch of great players. Tottenham, new coach.
What time is it over there? This is a late one.
No, this is like an early one. And this is an late. Oh, are you talking about the Wimbledon game? No.
Yeah, bro. It's the start of the 5th set. This game's been going on for 8 hours.
It's about to be midnight, isn't it? Over there? It's crazy. And it's not showing me this. It's showing me doubles on this network. So maybe this channel's not it.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, this can't be live.
Coco Gauff wins All-American battle. Is Omar Marmoush going to Real Madrid? I can't see any reason that Jose Mourinho would need Omar Marmoush in that team. Matter of fact, he's got to get rid of some of those players. Like the Argentinian
This
guy.
match can't be live. That would be crazy.
What, the Wimbledon?
Yeah, is that over now?
No, that's got to be over. This man watching reruns. Don't even know. Do I think Jude is still top 5 in the world? Well, brother, you missed it. You decided to not show up to that game. Oh no, you were watching that game with us. We were talking about something the next day, Delap. Oh man. And yes, Jude is still top 5 in the world. Jude is actually more cemented as top 5 in the world. The Prim last year was fantastic, says an Arsenal fan. It's live? So why aren't they showing it on the... What channel is... Alexa, what channel is Wimbledon on?
Stuck in America. You got channels from all over.
Wimbledon 2026 is broadcast in the U.S. on ESPN and ESPN2, with additional coverage on ABC and the Tennis Channel.
Yeah, brother. You would think if it's this big of a game, if it's Djokovic. But they've got ESPN on. I mean, NFL Live on. Oh, no, they don't. They have Wimbledon on. I'm tripping. Against Auger Aliassime of Canada. Tottenham barely made it after that terrible season last year. Barely. But again, a new coach. I'm not going to lie. Even with, what was his name? I can't even remember the Tottenham coach last year. Tom something. He seemed like a real coach. And Tottenham looked kind of scary in that Super Cup against PSG at the beginning of the year. Obviously, they didn't win it. But with the right coaching, they should be a better team. I think Switzerland will score in the second half. What's up, Richard Copeland? Switzerland looked like a team. I mean, this is a pretty even match, but Colombia looked like scoring too. That doesn't make last season's Prim bad. It just means Tottenham are bad, and we have always known that. Yeah, but a lot of teams underperformed. Liverpool underperformed. Chelsea underperformed. Tottenham underperformed. You know, I think the best Prem seasons are when, you know, you get like a real exciting shit. Man City underperformed. I mean, Arsenal, last year's was Arsenal's to lose through and through. Name my top 5. You have a lot of horrible takes, but that's the work takes. Jude ain't nowhere near. What are we talking about? Mbappe, Holland, Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, Ousmane Dembele. Top 5 players in the world right now. What happened to Yannick Sinner? Thomas Frank, yes, still out. Danish manager, of course. 2-0 at the 75th. I thought it was game over. Argentina will eventually fall. Jacques, I hope you were hate watching. I hope you were hate watching Egypt. You probably were. You probably were hate watching Argentina, actually. Your hate watches are unsuccessful. Jacques, what's your take on the corruption? Corruption or not? Kelso says, boring game, huh? It is a little boring. I'm not going to lie. It's a little boring. I do expect Colombia to somehow pull it out. But maybe Switzerland is the team to beat Argentina. We will see. Olise over Ousmane or Kane. I could get down with that. I could get Olise over Ousmane. Jacques said, def not Yamal. Delap is still trying to maintain that Jude is not top 5 midfielders. Yikes. He says Yamal clears Jude. Guy hasn't been watching the World Cup. I'm not sure Yamal clears Mbola. Hey. I don't think Yamal has ever scored as many La Liga goals as Jude has, too. And Yamal has been in La Liga longer. Let that sink in. And Yamal's a more attacking player. Even though Jude's best year in La Liga was he was playing number 9, a 9-10. Jacques said, huge corruption. Blatant. And by a Frenchman, not surprised, honestly. Shameful. It's tough. What's up, Fambal? Fambal podcast in the building. Some new people in here. Do me a favor, y'all, while you're right here, look at the bottom of this stream. There's a thumbs up button. Like this stream. Let people know we're here. Fambal, welcome. I got Colombia beating Switzerland. I do too. But the shit is a lot closer than I was ever imagining. Switzerland got some kind of respect for themselves. I'm not gonna lie, I was really excited at the prospect of getting rid of Enzo Fernandez on Chelsea and getting Granit Xhaka in our midfield. Experienced midfielder, been in big moments, has led his team before. Chelsea got the same problem the United States do. They don't got a true, real leader on the squad. Do I think that Barcelona makes the semifinals in the Champions League next year? I don't at all. I absolutely don't. With who? Anthony Gordon? Like, I don't. What's up, everyone? Happy Tuesday. What's up, Daniel Barris? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for tapping in. I think this is the first time we're seeing you, too. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button as well. We're here. Kelso said, I told you they need to investigate. I definitely didn't want Argentina to win, but I've got to hand it to them. They played very well coming back from 2-0 down. They did. They got those goals. It was funny. Again, I wasn't on stream for that first game, but literally as the ball was coming down for that third goal, and it was essentially a 2v2, and the center back had to go out to the player. I think it was Lisandro Martinez who ended up playing that ball in. I said out loud, I was like, I would 2-foot tackle him right there. Break up the play. I would have 2-foot taken his ass out. Because all he needed to do was just throw a looping ball. And Bolo's got good hold-up play. Olise, Vitinha, Neves, Pedri are all better midfielders than Jude. Then where were they this World Cup? All of them. Oh, man. Switzerland. It's a good chance. Where have they been? All World Cup. Pedri, Vitinha, Neves. Donde está Delap? Man is going off PR. Use your eyes. Fambao, I just subscribed. Appreciate you, bro. W's in the chat for Fambao for the sub. Appreciate you, big dog. He says, real recognized real. I'm from Oakland. Big dog. Oakland is my my new favorite spot. I got a little bay up there that I'm really interested in. Went up there, had a time of my life. I hate San Francisco. Never liked the city. Then I went to Oakland and I said, oh shit. Anyway, you're out now in Texas. Abilene, Texas. I feel you. I know it's hot down there right now. Dilapator said Declan Rice is better than Jude, and now the conversation has blown up. The conversation has exploded. They play on the same team. They play literally on the same team. And who are the top kings of that team? Jude and Kane. Marcus Rashford isn't returning to Barcelona. Carlos, bro, how crazy is that? Again, I'm hoping Chelsea is taking notes. I would definitely take. Ooh, that's a foul. I mean, maybe he went down a little easy in Toy, but that looked like a foul. Yeah, that's not enough. He tried to pull him. Yeah, he goes down easy. Yeah, I would take Marcus Rashford at Chelsea. I don't want to see him die at United. He got to go somewhere. If at very least, he might need to just roll on to freaking Galatasaray. Do something. There's so many teams that could use him. Shit, Arsenal could use Marcus Rashford. You kidding? I would also take young Somerville. There's a lot of young left wingers that I'd be down for over Rashford. So, but for 25 mil, all you talk about is this World Cup. Okay, I didn't talk about this World Cup. Again, Jude has scored more goals than Lamine Yamal in La Liga. Where we at? What's up? What's up? Okay, then Saka is better than Cole Palmer. Saka is better than Cole Palmer. How many World Cup goals does Saka have? Or Euros goals? If we're only going to talk about this World Cup, then Neto is your best attacker at Chelsea. Brother, Neto has not been playing well either. You can't name one player on Portugal who's been playing well. That is why they are headed home. 4-3-3-4 in the building. Delap said, I want Rashford. 4-3-3-4. Keep going. I don't know what you're talking about. Welcome, though. Hold on. Is that a header? Ooh, that would have been the same kind of ball that Egypt scored. Jesus. Yamal has double the goals of Bellingham this season. This man just wants. He goes, all you talk about is this World Cup. Then he wants to talk about this season. What we talking about? And what we talking about? The lap. Cucurella gets away with so many bad fouls. I need him humbled by Elise and Dimbuz. Bro, I don't even think Spain deserved to play France, to be honest. I want Spain humbled by I mean, they could get humbled by Belgium. I would love for Spain to get humbled by Belgium. And I don't think Belgium's played very well this year. And so it's going to be a tough game for them. But I want Lukaku and Luka Bacchio to dunk on Spain. Wow. That was close, Rita. Free kick was dope, Richard. Ooh, just outside. My original point was this season, and it was always my point. Jude is not top 5 this season. So you're saying Jude, in his injured season, is not top 5 in the world. Okay, fair. Fair point. Absolute fair point. Absolute fair point. But who is talking about this season? And why aren't you including the World Cup in this season? Jude been injured all season. Can't believe our fan bases were calling for Neto 2-3 years ago. Yeah, man. Everybody wanted Pedro Neto. Now people want to talk shit. He is a speed merchant. Y'all already have one of those. Y'all got Martinelli. Belgium will do nothing against Spain, though. To be frank, I didn't expect Egypt to do what they did. You never know. But Spain, really, to be frank, haven't been playing well this year at all, bro. They have not been playing well. This World Cup, I should say. So Spain, Belgium really is going to be a grudge match of who can step up. The thing is, I think Belgium can score goals. I think Spain can dominate a game. So actually, it should be a pretty well-poised game. I think, Jacques, we have to worry about Morocco. Because even though Morocco don't look as good as France, they also don't look like they be losing like that. Even when they are losing, it just never looked like they're going to lose. Oh my God, Wiley, thank you so much. We're at 54:34. I'm just chatting away. The clock is stopped, guys. All right, we're locked in. There we are. That's the time I'm at. Why? Do you see a goal or something happening soon? Jacques said, "Delap moving the goalpost." I always was, and I have included World Cup, but that doesn't make up for the 5 months he was mid, at least for his standards. Sure, but I wouldn't put that on him. I would put that on he was injured, and Real Madrid was quite mid as well. I don't know if he was really mid himself. If all the best players in the world are fit, Jude is not one of them. Absolutely not, Jacques. He is definitely one of them. Give me 5 fit players that you're taking over Jude. Give me 5 of the best in the world that you're taking over Jude. The lab said, nah, he just didn't address what I said. I said Bellingham was top 5 this season. I didn't say Bellingham was top 5. I said Bellingham was top 5 players in the world. Remember that. That includes Dembele. That's why I can't really give it to Olise. Olise is great this season, but he needs a little bit more body of work. Harry Kane, top 5 players in the world right now. A lot of people want to put Lamine in there. I'd probably put Lamine at 6. I think Lamine's up there. Jacques says Kylian, Yamal. Why do y'all give Yamal top 5? Olise, 1 year, not quite there yet. I think Olise is better than Yamal. So both of those two can come out. Vitinha, bro, we just saw what Vitinha did in the World Cup. You got to do it for club and country. Neves, Kvara, both of those. Neves, same boat as Vitinha. Kvara, great player. Not the most important player by far on PSG, but really exciting player. But he's not a top 5 in the world. Nuno Mendes and Hakimi, I might give you that. Probably more Hakimi than Nuno Mendes. Just strong for club and country for years. I might have to throw Hakimi in there. Pedri, get out of here, bro. Pedri didn't even do well for Barca this season, let alone do well for Spain thus far. Who else do you have? All ahead of him. Ballju says Jacques a hater. Facts. Mbappe, Yamal, Olise, Pedri, all of PSG. Yeah, you guys are recency biases. Delap, I can't believe anything you say because you try to put Rice over Jude. I said this season. I never said anything else. Well, we have moved on. We have moved on to who are the top 5 players of the world. We don't care about this season, man. This season is over. You guys want a championship though. Wiley said that's how you clear as a goalkeeper. As the Switzerland goalkeeper just booted. Wow, good pass from Xhaka. Low-key, Switzerland looked a better team right now. Carlos Andes said, Yamal can't carry without Rafinha. We saw what happened when Rafinha got injured. That's a fact. Yamal is just too young, man. Once he realized the team was on his back, and he's doing that at Spain too. He's almost trying to do too much. Pass the ball and get it back. Vitinha has been top of Europe for the last 2 years. He won the League of Nations. What has Jude done apart from coasting a CL win and making a Euros final? Didn't he make 2 Euros finals? He scored in the World Cup. He scored a knockout goal in the World Cup. He's balling right now in the World Cup. He's been balling for years. He won the Champions League final. Oh, you got that. Champions League win. Nations League, since we're talking about international football. I'm down for Nations League, yeah. But remember, England's been to the Euros the last 2 times in a row. Did you play in that first Euros team? I feel like he did. Delap, nobody's talking about this season anymore. It's just like such a weird parameter you're putting. Like, we might as well talk about this World Cup then. Like, why are we talking about this season? Why were you talking about Ballon d'Or 3 years ago when I always said this season? This man's still talking about this season. Who had Jude carried? Wow, Jacques. Do you not remember the 2022 Champions League winning season? Or was that 2023? Y'all don't remember? Y'all don't remember Jude carried Real Madrid?
scored in Champions League knockouts, assisted in the Champions League final. Jude is actually the reason Vinny didn't win the Ballon d'Or, and vice versa, even though he should have. Jacques said, so Kylian is pretty much the best player in the world. Yes, Ferrell. What? Yes, absolutely. Kylian is the best player in the world. What are we talking about? Jacques said that wasn't Vinny's team. That was the problem. It was Vinny's team, but it was Jude who carried them. Carlos said Jude and Vinny are better without Mbappe. They were better, but I think Jose Mourinho is going to change that whole narrative. I can't take Kylian slander seriously. What Kylian slander are we talking about? What are we talking about, guys? We all over the place. Shifting narratives, moving goalposts, just to slander Jude Bellingham? For what? The guy is a baller, and he's been balling. And guys want to talk about Vitinha. This world is what have you done for me lately? Vitinha, best midfielder in the world. Pedri, best midfielder in the world. Neves, best midfielder in the world. Ain't seeing them at this World Cup. I need you guys to lock in here. Why are we mad at Jude? What did Jude do to you? Guys are throwing all kinds of names out. Jude's impact doesn't compare to Kylian's. I could probably give you that. Kylian's impact, especially on the World Cup stage, is bar none. But don't mean Jude's not top 5. Y'all still haven't given me 5 legitimate. 5 legitimate. That's all we're looking for. No Premier League teams. Nobody said Holland. I'd probably give y'all Holland. Just on stats alone. But y'all aren't saying it. Y'all are trying to say Vitinha. Like, what? What are you talking about? Pedri. What? I said Jude was top 5 in the world, and I said not this season, and you said he was. That's my whole point. Stop with the he said, she said, brother. You hear very clearly what we're talking about now. We don't have to move goalposts anymore. You want to say who was top 5 in the world this season? That's fine. Nobody's talking about this season. We're either talking about this World Cup or we're talking about people all time. What are we talking about? I've seen Jude choke against us in the CL. I've seen Jude choke with the national team. The man has big games, yes. He has gusto. Will, but he's not a sure value. When did Jude choke against Arsenal? Y'all just won, my friend. 2 amazing free kicks. I don't remember Jude choking, though. Ball juice. They probably think Kane sucks, too. That's what I'm saying. I moved the goalpost when I started talking about 3 years ago. Oh, man. Well, Delap, you moved the goalpost when you started talking about this season versus this World Cup. So what are we talking about? You want to talk about the Premier League season that Jude didn't play in? You want to talk about the Champions League season that Jude did play in when he wasn't injured? 2 games, he was invisible. Oh, Jacques. Give me a break. Have we seen Declan do anything since? And nobody tells you Declan's invisible. Give me a break. Kylian needs to play as a left winger or center mid in Madrid and let Jude play as a false 9. I think Jude has just got so much ability. He can play as an 8. And again, I think Jose is gonna show us that. Jude will be, I think the midfield will have to be 1 holding 6 and 2 box-to-box 8s. Maybe 1 is like a little bit more defensive. That'll be Fede Valverde. And Jude will be that other one that's more in the attack. And I think it'll work just fine. The World Cup is a part of this season. What are you talking about? And Jude is probably top 3 players in the World Cup right now. Maybe I can't give him that because all the goal scorers, right? But Jude is definitely the best midfielder in the World Cup this season. Jacques says, I don't rate Declan like that. I think Jacques is okay. I mean, I think Declan's okay. I think Declan is solid. If you had to choose between Declan and Jude, I'm sure all of you guys are choosing Jude, except Delap, because he's a hater. Yeah, so Colombia is doing a full line change, yo. Meanwhile, this Djokovic game is still on. Guys are tired.
You know who's got to be tired? Is these damn ball boys. Standing there for 8 hours.
Guys are watching Wimbledon more closely than this game. It's crazy because it's not quite a snooze fest, but it's not really turned into something. Delap couldn't even say this with a straight face. He said, I would. Delap, the last point on Jude was he wasn't not good in La Liga. He was injured half the season. Same with Cole Palmer. Folks trying to tell me Cole Palmer is garbage now. You gonna see next year, Premier League fans. Jacques says they play two different positions. Declan is a workhorse as a 6, someone to stop transitions and keep the ball moving, throw in a good cross, put in a tackle. That's it. I think all of those things that you described, Jude does too. Plus, he does offensive things. But yeah, I feel you. Different positions. Again, even in those different positions, though, because different positions don't matter. Who are you picking first? If you're in the schoolyard and you're building a team and you see Jude and Declan in line, who are you picking? Who's more important to you? This workhorse in the midfield or this workhorse in the midfield and up top? Is Joker winning right now? It seems like they're tied on the 5th set. Richard says, I really don't like this referee. Bro, sorry, guys. I've been distracted by these debates. You know, we love a good debate in here, but we do the most debating and the most not talking about a game when a game is not really giving you a lot of energy. We're already at the final water break. And Colombia could legit be going home today. And I never really thought Switzerland were this good, but every game that they've played, they've been solid. They've maybe not looked as electric as Colombia. They have been mad solid. We're talking about schoolyard. Schoolyard, I need the better dribbler, so I'm taking shit. All right, now you're a Premier League coach. You're starting a team. You need a team to build around. Who are you picking? I mean, okay, let's not do that because that's cheating. Obviously, you're going to build around a more offensive player too. You're Chelsea right now, and you need a veteran. You need a baller. Who are you taking? Declan Rice? Or are you taking Jude? That's not fair either, because honestly, I rate Caicedo over Declan Rice. So Chelsea need more of a Jude anyway. I don't know. Y'all come up with a scenario. Any team but those bums St. Mirren. Callan's in the building. What did I do to you, ball juice? St. Mirren catching strays. Scottish Premier League catching strays. Delap said in the schoolyard, I'm picking Declan. Get out of here. I can score against other kindergartens. I didn't say the kindergarten schoolyard. All right, while we're doing this water break, give me one. Saying Kylian center mid is gross slander. Carlos, are you American? What are you playing? 2K? Fuck out of here. Oh, man. It is a fact on fact, though, that we knew Kylian just didn't fit in Real Madrid. We know he likes to ply his trade off the left, and Real Madrid's best attacker is on the left. Like, it didn't make sense. But now that we've seen Kylian for 2 years, it is kind of crazy that he's doing his thing. It's Vinny and Jude and the rest of them that need direction. Killian came and said, I'm going to do what Killian does. I'm going to score 40 goals. This man, he wants to hang up on me. I see your face. I know that movement. Does Cole Palmer have a bounce back year? Absolutely. Richard said, I want Colombia to win, but I feel like Switzerland might do it. Yeah, bro. Absolutely. It's crazy. I might, call me a hater, but I just want the team who looks like they have the best opportunity to beat Argentina. And even in this game, I feel like Colombia. I mean, honestly, Switzerland are solid. Damn, check the boy Jurgen Klopp eating his French fries. Enjoy, bro. Let's see if this next 20 minutes can be top. Jacques said, that's on Perez. Just poor team building. Killian center mid. The man has more knockout goals than 4 top nations. But man said Jude in the 9. That is real. I would blame Perez, but also, like, if you have the ability to have an Indrick on your team, have a Jude, have an Mbappe, all for free, you got to take it, right? All I know is everywhere Killian goes, they don't win Champions League, and when he leaves, they do. Damn. Carlos. Stretching the narrative. I cannot wait till Real Madrid win the Champions League. Ooh. Why is Sanchez yelling? The keeper created the contact. That was wild. Okay. It was like a little car accident, like a little head shake. And the keeper's down, but keeper, you didn't get hurt, bro. What was that? Did y'all see that? Jock tried to take the uncle tone. You can't look at one factor, young man. uh, wow, this is more electric. They just be running. There's Luis Diaz. Wow, that wasn't very convincing. How's your touch? Great touch, Munoz. Muniz. Take a touch. Swing it. Woo! Oh, that's such a bad ball. He got to be offsides anyway, but that was such a bad ball. But that back heel is saucy. And that's kind of why I want Colombia to win, because I just think they have the sauce. You know? Switzerland are solid as hell. Colombia got that sauce, and I love that sauce. You're ultimately comparing Cavara, Neves, Pacho to Mastuanto, Gula, Rudiger. The two squads are incomparable. I mean, I think both squads have great players. I think one squad actually has great players who fit a team scheme, and the other squad has great players who are individuals. So, in one scenario, I don't think if this PSG team go to Real Madrid and play under even an Ancelotti, will they be winning Champions League? It is just perfect formation, perfect direction. Luis Enrique needed that. He needed a team, ooh, that would work for the team, would press, would do all this stuff. But then again, you see Ousmane Dembele in this French side, and he has been starting. He's not the same Ousmane Dembele he is for PSG, and there's a reason for that. And now I'm also having to say that about Vitinha and Neves. You see them in this Portuguese side. They're nowhere near the world beaters, and they're playing together in the midfield. But you see Jude, he is himself in for club and country everywhere he plays. Kylian himself. I respect players like that. Holland, same. You know, big respect for players who are them, who don't need a system. That's also kind of why I'm a little bit of a Messi hater. Messi is himself, but he got some systems around him and have had them for years, boy. My boy Ash and I were talking about that Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, PSG team. It's like we don't talk about that enough. And not that Messi played bad either. I mean, they did do pretty well. He scored some 20-goal seasons, had a couple 20-goal seasons, but it did not look the same because the system wasn't in place. Ball Juice said Swiss up granite, Joe. The Killian Town slander is terrible. Dictator this, no UCL that. We see how good he is when a team serves him, i.e. France. This is the Pogba situation all over again. Not quite. Not quite the Pogba situation, but almost, for sure. And it's tough because the issue with Pogba was, I mean, no, you're right. The issue with Pogba at United was they just did not know where to put him. And that was because Bruno had come into the team. It was just unbalanced. And to your point, that's the issue with Real Madrid. But they know where to put Kylian. They don't need to say left wing, right wing. Just put him up top somewhere. He'll find his way. Just because I'm American doesn't mean we don't watch the same game. Tell him, Carlos. Tell him. That's what EPB is about. The boys know ball. I don't know if I agree with your Mbappe take, but the boys know ball. The Mbappe take feels like an internet take to me. But so are the Jude takes. Wow. Switzerland played at the top of the box. Arias, not fouled. Endoy, you got one man to beat. One man to beat. Munya, oh, switch. Muniz, that's his name. Oh, damn, Mbola fell down. See, I want Colombia to win, but I'm going for whoever plays the best ball. If y'all can serve my big man back in the back, far post, I'm down for that too.
This man. Wondering where I'm moving you.
Trying to turn me down. Trying to turn me off.
Moving here.
And Tucker says he hopes Colombia loses. That's wild. When we watched Norway, you were hating on Holland. I always hate on Holland. I hate on Holland more because he be playing in Pep's system. He's become a Pep type player. He is so much more, or could be so much more than that in my head. But, you know, man scoring goals, kudos to him. Jacques said, it's your level of analysis that is startling, my guy. I've never heard one coach, one specialist, one baller say, Jacques, stop harping on the center mid thing. You know, he's just trying to say that Jude was a better 9 than Mbappe's been, which is also not true. Because a nine's game to score goals. And obviously there's no better number 9 than Mbappe. Wait a minute. Match tiebreak. First to 10 points wins by 2. We still got Wimbledon on over here. Y'all are getting eat, pray, multiple balls.
Oh, damn. What channel are you on?
I'm on ESPN.
I am delayed.
EPB, I will give you that. Jude has hunger. He has drop of the shoulder. He tries. I think he thinks he's. Bro, where are you getting this from? These are the same narratives that you were trying to defend against Mbappe. You think he thinks he's better than he is and often runs himself into a corner. He runs, and sometimes he'll run himself out of bounds, much like Kylian does. That has nothing to do with his class. People cannot take the ball off Jude, you know? Cannot. I would love to see it. Ooh. Damn, Jokic just hit the Marcus Rashford celebration. 1-0 on the tiebreak. Integra said 4-0 Switzerland. Brother, we are waiting. We're waiting for our first goal.
That's crazy. I'll make you that much.
Dilapator said, in 10 minutes, I will take that bet. I will take that bet, Integra. What are we putting on it? He said anything is possible. The MMA Young. What's up, brother? I feel like this is first time I'm seeing you in here too, unless I'm mistaken. Bala Juice Zoo said, everyone place your bets. Yeah, everybody get on Kalshi or Polymarket right now. Let's drive this market up. 4-0. Jacques says, that's my point. He overcomplicates his game. We can argue that it's due to lack of options he gets. Yeah, man. Sometimes he just be trying too much, Jude. But most of the time, especially if he's on your team, you're appreciative of everything he's doing. He's either playing balls, spraying balls left and right. He's running for the team. He's scoring goals. In comes Richard Rios, the former futsal player. Ndoye to the line. Oy. Callum said, please watch more SPFL. We're probably going to get more games in. We'll probably get a Rangers Celtic game in. We'll get a St. Mirren game in. That's probably what we'll do this season. It's my first time in your stream. MMA, well, welcome. W's in the chat for MMA, Unc. Tapping in. We see you're an MMA fan. Hopefully you're a football fan as well, because that's what we do on this stream the most. I got tennis over here on the left side as well, but you know. We love all sports. My aim is just to get us more excited about the game of football, particularly in America, and then to get Europeans more excited about Americans liking football. Wow, that seemed unnecessary from the goalkeeper. Why couldn't he save that?
I don't know why he didn't get the ball.
Yeah, and they're lauding the pass. Was he offside? He doesn't look offside. And the pass was a good idea, but it wasn't a great pass. It was well too in front of him. Definitely good for a first-time pass.
Switzerland were in the U.S. group, right?
No, Switzerland were in Canada's group. Yeah, Canada's group. Remember we said Group B for boring. Group fucking boring. Though, I mean, kudos to Switzerland. Did they clear that group? Yeah, they went out first, right?
Yeah, but we must have had them out at round of 32.
Yeah, we did, because we had them going.
We had them going first, but then
yeah, we did have them going.
Who did they play in the round of 32?
I will bring up our old bracket that is finally busted.
Finally busted.
Our bracket is pretty busted. I mean, not busted, but you know.
We have England going this far. We have Argentina also.
We have England. I think I had Argentina losing to Cape Verde. Or no, I think. Well, let me see. Let me see what we have.
You had Argentina, Portugal, and you had Portugal beating Argentina.
Yes, I had Argentina, Portugal, and Portugal beating Argentina. Unfortunately, Portugal couldn't even finish their group first. We had Switzerland coming out, beating Iran, but then losing to Portugal. But again, Portugal couldn't get out of their group first.
So yeah, this is the Portugal. Yeah, this is the matchup. It's Colombia.
Yeah.
Damn, shit. Switzerland. Oh my god, this tennis is never ending.
We did have Spain, Belgium in the quarters. We had France, Japan in the quarters, which I let you guys talk me into that shit.
Listen, man, Brazil are nowhere to be found either.
You're right. Brazil aren't anywhere to be found, but we should have had Morocco finishing that group first, and we would have been all right. We still have Morocco in the quarters, but we had them playing England.
Finish that group first. You said we should have?
We should have had Morocco finishing the group first, right?
Who do we have finishing first?
Brazil. Or I'm sorry. No, Brazil finished first. We should have had. Yeah. Okay. Well, no. That was a pretty good guess. I think anybody and their mom would have picked.
I mean, that entire group is out.
That entire group outside of Morocco.
Outside of Morocco.
Yeah, the entire group is out. We also had Senegal going much further than we thought they would. We had Mexico losing to England.
That happened.
Which happened. But then who is England playing next?
Brother, they're playing Norway because we had probably Brazil.
We
had Morocco beating Norway, I think.
Yeah, or maybe we had Norway going out of their group third, and then we didn't have them in the round of 16. Yeah, we had Norway leaving their group third, and we didn't pick third place closely. So it just so happened, luck of the draw, Norway didn't make the group. Like Norway didn't make the knockout. We have random third place teams all over this knockout. This was a tough World Cup to create a bracket.
That's tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah. We probably should have redone it once the brackets got all cleaned up.
A tall, light-skinned Lampard who can dribble, Jacques. That's facts. MMA is from Germany. Auf Wiedersehen. Sorry, I just had to say something. That's not what I meant to say. How do you say welcome? Alexa, how do you say welcome in German? Guten Tag.
Looking into that now. In German, welcome is willkommen.
Willkommen, my boy. Mbolo will score 109 goals. 109 minute. Oh, Mbolo scoring at the 109 minute. Integra's here for the future.
Isn't a 10-minute ahead feed?
Right. In the future. Richard Copeland said Mbolo is coming off. Did he get subbed? I haven't seen him be subbed.
Brother, are you watching this tennis?
Dog, I got tennis, the chat, the game. I'm cross-eyed. All I see is Novak Djokovic just keep pointing to himself like he's Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, that's really what I wanted to know, brother. I gotta put a bet on Djokovic to win.
There it is, brother. Well, you are 5-3. He's up.
Look.
And Djokovic has never lost a tie break in a major before.
Is that what they just said?
Yeah.
Damn, brother.
But records are meant to be broken because apparently Argentina had never won a game when behind down 2-0. Fucking stupid stats, man. Messi's never scored when snot comes out of his nose after the 83rd minute. What are we talking about?
Come on.
Did anyone see Kylian's first goal against Sweden? Single leg step over, then outside control with the same leg. He did. Man, Jacques loves Kylian. Jacques, you might love Kiki more than I do, bro. Outside control with the same lever, then did a step over the feint touch, then a perfect finish. Against Sweden. Oh, that looks like PK, but they're never gonna call that. Oh, he had a crazy serve against Djokovic, but Djokovic return. Oh Lord, Buddy is capitulating. He had a crazy serve against Djokovic. 5 minutes of added time, brother. We are going to PKs on this game, y'all.
Brother,
Who wants to bet?
we have been wishing for PKs, but
Right.
falling asleep.
Can you guys forego the extra time period? What minute are you at? Doing all this oohing.
90-37.
Oh, I'm at 90-25. When did you get to 90-37? Ooh, Endoy. That's the lap haters, the man he hates on Switzerland. What was I just looking at? Forgot already, chat. MMA says Norway will win the World Cup. The reason is, for the last 4 World Cups, the team that beat them, kicked Japan out of the World Cup, won. The team that beat the team that kicked Japan out of the World Cup has won. You see what I'm saying with these things? These old voodooisms? This time, Norway beat Brazil, who kicked out Japan. We are stuck for extra time, dude. Delap said, Endoy's so bad, glad he's coming off. Did he come off? He did. Delap's paying attention. I'm freaking stuck. Switzerland's going to win now. Trust. Carlos Andes says, top 3 vintage club kits. Ooh. That's a good question. I'm going with, sorry, I'm going to have to stay in the Premier League. I probably need 5, but I'm going to stay in the Premier League for my top 3, which is probably number 1 is 0-2 Arsenal. That maroon shirt, nasty. Number 2 is probably...
Yeah, this is over.
Yeah, going to PKs. Don't even count this. Number 2, I'd probably have to give it to AIG Man United. I don't know if I want like the black or the red better, but the AIG Man United is just class. I was gonna say Coors Light. I don't even know if I would say Coors. I think Samsung is a more classic. I was gonna say Samsung Chelsea. I was actually gonna say Coors Chelsea kit, but that's just the Chelsea fan in me. But I will say Samsung Chelsea is classic as hell. Probably from 2010, maybe 2012. That Samsung Chelsea kit. That was the Champions League winning Samsung too. I'm gonna give some honorable mentions. The first pink Juventus jersey that they came out with, I want to say it was in like the early 2000s. Sick. Absolutely sick. And I'm going to give you one more to round out my top 5. What are my like favorite kits of all time from club? It's between the 99-2000 Barcelona kit, where it's just split down the middle, red and blue, or the Real Madrid kit from 2012. Jose Mourinho was coaching. It had the collar on it. It was gold and white. Them shits were so clean. Ronaldo had his extra starched. His collar was popped at all times. Shit was clean. I think that's a great question though, Carlos. Stick a Spurs Holston shirt in. Liverpool Carlsberg is a top shirt. It's not my favorite, but it's an iconic shirt. Delap doesn't like the Chelsea kids. Jacques, what are you apologizing for? Oh, he said I didn't mean to be too aggressive with it. I'm telling y'all, don't come for Killian in this chat, or Jacques is after you, boy. Jacques is after your ass. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. Carlos said, I like the purple kit Real Madrid had in 2017. Bro, I want that to be iconic, but and obviously that was an iconic year for them, the string noodle hair, Cristiano and everything. But for some reason, I could never get down with that purple. And I feel like it was because of this specific shade of purple. Purple's my favorite color, by the way. But the shade of purple was just too periwinkle. It was too soft for some reason. Oh, Lord. You won your bet, bro. Djokovic is doing some kind of weird ass dance. Y'all, I have to show you this. Oh no, it's too late.
Yes, sir.
He is doing some weird chicken
We got
dance.
one.
Meanwhile, full time over here on the other side.
Full time over here. Joker. A little bit too much experience.
Joker, too much excitement. Zeros. Man, maybe I should have just streamed the Argentina game. It would have been a lot more controversial. But we got some good chat in here, so I think we would be talking too much about corruption. This guy Joker's playing against in Wimbledon.
I just saw the dance.
They're gonna clip it somewhere, y'all. Y'all are gonna go to Google and type in Novak Joker's dance.
Oh, shit, hit the Sue.
Yeah, he should have hit the Sue. This guy looks like Matip. Remember Matip from Liverpool?
Yeah, he does. It's a good show. Canadian brother.
Nintendo Fiorentina. Cool, but not iconic. Auxerre 0304 kit. PlayStation sponsor. If you know, you know. The Real Simons shirt has to be there in the Arsenal OT. Real Simons. If they had won more. Or did they win? Did they win Champions League in that one? I don't think so. I think Beckham came there when Simons. It is an iconic shirt though, and Beckham made it iconic with them long, flowy ass sleeves. Beckham really was a kit drip icon. Let me look up Auxerre because I don't know. I am one who doesn't know. Auxerre 0304. Let me see. Delap, that was it wasn't blue. That was the purple kit that Carlos was talking about. That was the bicycle kit. And that's what I mean. It should be more iconic. Just like stringy noodle hair, Ronaldo was iconic, but neither of those styles were iconic for me. That's a personal thing. And again, purple's my favorite color, but it just never hit for me. You know what's funny? You know what hit more than that? The gray Real Madrid kits. You remember that with Cristiano? I want to say that was like 2016. The gray kits hit for some reason more than the purple joints. Auxerre 0304 kit. Jabril Cisse. Nah, you're right. You're right. I do remember these. These kits are iconic too. Only because, actually, let me find a picture of Jabril Cisse in them. Because I do, like the second I saw that PlayStation, yes, look at this. He's right here in the Google search. Jabril Cisse, iconic. Iconic shirt. But it was more because he made that drippy. He had the tape around the wrists. He had the high shorts, high socks. Sometimes he wore gloves. And the gold hair, obviously.
Brother, we've gone from 20 minutes to the 95th minute highlights. This game was the worst one.
What was more boring, Spain, Portugal, or this one?
I would say this one, man. Shit. Is Rodriguez, James is not on the field anymore? No way. It's got to be on the field.
Yokohama tires clears Samsung, says Integra. Interesting. That's a wild take. Still a soft spot in my heart for Yokohama.
Did James get injured? Why is he not on the field?
Because the man is 36 years old and...
Brother, he's 34.
Damn, James. Well, he's been playing like he's 39 for the last 6 years. I like Yokohama tires. I'll never. The streets will never forget the combo between Fabregas and Diego Costa.
and they just don't look good. OG Jabril's, you say, with the blonde hair. What is that jersey, bro? Delap says Spain, Portugal was still more boring. Carlos Andes said, I like the gray kit. That was when Ronaldo scored that one goal at Roma after crossing that defender. James got subbed off 50 minutes ago. James did get subbed off in like the 65th minute. They just needed something different. I wasn't going to lie. It was a good sub from the coach because Switzerland were starting to take hold. Delap said, is your friend not watching the game? No, he's watching the game, brother. He's just been so bored with it. He's still wondering. He doesn't know who's been on the field. Wiley says Samsung kit fire. Absolutely.
Oh, brother, I think I'm going to throw FIFA up on the other TV.
Right. Damn, I haven't done a FIFA Friday in a while, guys. Leighton hasn't asked me for it in a while either. Interesting. Ronaldo plays with camels and brick workers, but still hasn't won an Asian Champions League.
Shit, he barely won the Saudi League this year.
He has barely. We just won the Saudi League by the skin of his teeth. But again, that's not for. That's with his whole keeper working against him.
How would you rate Luis Diaz's tournament so far?
His tournament has been good. He's been probably one of the most dangerous players. Obviously, he's not been one of the best players because you can name shit. We have 4 players with 7 or more goals. Is that right? Damn, now Jokic is signing these gigantic tennis balls. UNICEF Barca was iconic.
Brother, what is going on here?
I think that team was iconic, but that jersey wasn't. Oh! Penalty? And this is what me and Ash were talking about yesterday. Sometimes you just need to stay down just so the video can actually review it. Like, oh, shit, is he hurt? Because we know. It would be unfortunate for Switzerland to get scored on or get a PK. That's a PK, bro. That's a PK. He touches the ball past him, moves past him, and gets clipped by his standing leg. He does do a wild front flip dive after that, but even though I don't like to say it, PSG have some good kits. Oh, man, PSG have the best. They're just not quite iconic yet. They're not quite iconic. Some of those Jordan kits, maybe they are iconic. But I can't tell you which ones, to be honest. Like, when I think of, like, an iconic classic PSG kit, I think of that big white block on the side that Zlatan wore. It was like a big red. No, maybe it was down the middle. It was like a big white block and then had, like, a red block on the middle. Something like that. Qatar Foundation and Qatar Airways clear UNICEF. That's interesting. Top 5 strikers in the last 20 years. Man, we've been in a striker drought, but 20 years is a good enough time. Probably say Zlatan, Drogba. I'm going to leave Cristiano and Messi out, as I often do. Harry Kane, Wayne Rooney, Zlatan, Drogba, Harry Kane, Wayne Rooney, Holland. Damn, no Henry. Maybe I have to take Rooney off and put Henry on. That's a tough one, actually. That's a tough one. Tough one. CR7, Loa, Suarez, Benzema. Damn, forgot about Benzema. 2 Champions Leagues. Zlatan, maybe I'm forgetting someone. Maybe I have to take Zlatan off this list. It's kind of blasphemous, but some of these strikers won a lot more. You know, like maybe Haaland is better than Zlatan. What do you guys think in the chat? Haaland, he's won a treble. He's scored 68 goals in like 60 appearances for his country. And now he's in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. Is Haaland a better striker than Zlatan? That's why I love football. It's all about perception. Delap says Haaland still has to wait a few years. Kelso says, Integra says, I clear CR7. Tough. Yeah, I leave CR7 and Messi off of these kind of debates because, especially CR7, because he had to become a striker. And that doesn't take anything away. He's the greatest striker that ever lived. But when I'm talking about, you had to become you had to be a striker, be the man. Cristiano benefited from the birth of the wing forwards. Lowe said I won the Ballon d'Or twice and won the sextuple. Lowe was a great striker, for sure. I don't know why I don't give Lowe enough credit. Jacques says, Zlatan, Cavani, nah, you're too French, Jacques. Too French. If I didn't know any better, you're a PSG fan first, Arsenal fan second. Man said Cavani. He's going to tell me Lavezzi next. Zlatan, Cavani, Benzema, Loa, Kane, Suarez, Aguero, Haaland, and Mbappe, all in contention. Cavani, I rate Cavani, but we got to put him in his place. He's tier 2. He ain't in the tier 1. Zlatan's on the cusp of tier 1 and 2 just because of the proliferation of Haaland. Tail end of the Henry era, CL final loss, and World Cup final loss in 06. I don't think Cavani or Aguero are close. Maybe I just don't hate. I mean, Aguero was that guy. Oh, Diaz, too close of a dribble. CR7 is technically like not a striker. Technically, Mbappe isn't either. It's weird, these technicalities. Though Mbappe converted to a 9 way earlier than CR7, so I'd give it to Mbappe as a striker. Woo! Off the crossbar. Y'all, let's just figure out who's taking these PKs.
Is this Paraguayan lady that made those comments against Mbappe?
Yeah, man. Jacques, what do you think about that? The Paraguayan congresswoman or senator or whatever who, I mean, I don't even need to ask you what you think about that because, one, I know what the fuck, but two, she was just so racist. Did you actually read what she said?
Yeah.
She was talking about some...
Paris prosecutors are going after her.
Yeah.
But how are they, what are they going to be able to do?
I think there is some kind of international code of anti-racism. People just don't enforce it. Wow. Who took that shot on? Richard Rios. The futsal brother. What a baller. Hate it or love him, Cavani has to be in contention. He runs His runs are studied to this day. He's Haaland before Haaland. Yeah, but Haaland is the absolute upgrade. Mbappe is better as a striker, not a winger. City treble, Argentina World Cup. Didn't Barca get better as well after Aguero? I mean, Aguero didn't really play at Barca. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure he played more than a season. I don't even know if he played a season. He had some kind of thing. Yell Wolf in the building. Doug Wolf in the building. Doug, we're having some real deep ball knowledge talks. Maybe because we're kind of bored from this Colombia-Switzerland game. We love that you're tapped on in. Doug, we're waiting for PKs over here because that's what it's looking like. Carlos said, if your girl disrespects your love for football, she gets cut off. I like playmakers and dribblers and big moment players. So Kane doesn't make my list despite his playmaking abilities and his big game. What? Oh, contradicting yourself, Jacques. What? Kane is a big moment player. He's already shown it in this World Cup. Yeah. How far away was this shot, that knuckleball? Playmakers, dribblers, and big moment players. That is Drogba. That is Kane. The dribblers is different, but, you know, strikers aren't usually dribblers, except for Ronaldo Fenomeno. But he's not in the last 20 years, so we'll leave him off the list. Benzema, Zlatan, Kylian, Suarez, Lewa. Lewandowski. I don't know why I don't rate Lewa, because he's it's not that I don't rate him, but I don't rate him in these GOAT conversations, in the greatest. Love the Cruz Puyo V. Delap says, I don't think Kylian has played enough as a striker to be top 5 yet. Top 5 in the last 20 years. Maybe that's true. I could give you that. You mean the Kane that skied a penalty against Lloris and the World Cup quarters in 2022? Yeah, brother, him. That is the Kane we're talking about. He also had to retake a penalty in this very World Cup, but I can't put it past him. Shit, Messi missed 2 penalties. Delap, I don't know the second time you think Lewa should have won the Ballon d'Or, but I definitely agree that he probably should have. This man sees a pretty girl in the stands, can't contain himself. Cat calling the TV.
Brother, what minute are you?
Oh, that's right. You're ahead of me. Damn. Okay.
This man, cat calling the TV.
Oh man.
Oh, how did you miss that?
How do you miss that?
There's a lot of bodies that have to go through, but damn, that was it.
That would have finished the game. He got okay contact. This is just a good save. He did have a lot of bodies to go through. He could have got better contact, though, for sure.
Yeah. Switzerland about to take this?
Switzerland.
And who do you think is better at penalty kicks?
Brother, that is a great question. I don't think I've ever seen Switzerland take penalty kicks. Since at least what's my boy's name? Shit, I've forgotten him already. Shaqiri, exactly. Zinedine Shaqiri. No, I agree though, Jacques. I do think Killian is judged kind of like how Henri was judged. But Henri was the reverse, right? They thought he should have been a winger, and it turns out once Arsene got a hold of him, he is a number 9. Well, Kylian Mbappe, he's a number 9, but he's just a forward's forward. Woo! Richard Rios with the feet behind Luis Diaz. He just played him behind, bro. That's what a futsal player can do. If you grow up playing that small ball, you've got great feet. Look at this. Excellent footwork. Great touch.
He didn't look that good on the moving treadmill.
He did not look that good on the moving treadmill. And you know who did look that good on the moving treadmill? Endrick, the guy who could not take a shot with his right foot to put Brazil in a position to win the game. I am so disappointed in Endrick. I am. I'm not. I was, but I am such a fan. But
Man, you got to score that, dude.
gotta score it.
Brother, every minute I think one team's going to win, the other team just pops back on that. It's like seesaw.
Carlos said, am I going to be keeping up with the MLS? I'm going to definitely keep up with LAFC, though I'm a little slightly disappointed. So I'm up on it. Halftime of extra time. Guys, I haven't even run the clock, and none of y'all have cared because that's how boring this game has been. We're all waiting for PKs. Are we still saying Portugal-Spain was boring? Because I was asleep during Portugal-Spain.
Brother, it's tea time.
It is time to get tea. How is it 3 p.m., yo? I want to know where he shot from to get that save. That was a great save. MH in the building. He says, yes. This man wants to see a PK shootout. Is that why you're saying yes, bro? What's up, brother? Didn't Switzerland beat France on pins in the Euros? Man, your guess is as good as mine, Delap. I thought France went out to Spain in the Euros. Are you going to be nope, I got that. I've always had just this thought as Mbappe as an inside forward. Mbappe is put him on the field wherever he goes, he's the man type of forward. Delap, look at the third goal against Sweden. That's fine. That's the type of left wing Killian is. Dude, I just glitched for a second. I honestly was going to power save mode there. That's how boring this game is, y'all. This heat in LA, this game that's on right now, where honestly Colombia is disappointing me. I want to see more sauce. Switzerland is impressing me, though. I had to go to pickup. Thank God I ain't missed anything in the game. Thought Colombia would win. We all did, MH. Not all of us. Actually, we have some homies in here. What's my guy's name who just joined us? I want to say it was like Paul Rhodes. I think it was Richard Copeland. We were all thinking it would be Colombia, except for him. I think he was going for Switzerland. Integra said, ¿Dónde estás, Penaldo? Sirete, ¿dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás, la niña ma? Hey, Petri, ¿dónde estás? Dude, I am going cross-eyed. Penaldongo. Galab, I'm not going to lie. French League is actually really entertaining.
Yeah, y'all. It is definitely tea time. It's the only way we're staying awake. I'll be right back. Tea time. Just get this water here. My bad, guys. I am ignoring the chat over here, falling asleep. Did anyone watch the Argentina game? MH, brother. Mate, you are late, brother. I think Egypt deserved to win. What did you think of their disallowed goal? It was garbage, man. Absolute garbage. I mean, it was a foul. Let's be honest about it. It was a foul. But I don't think I have seen a disallowed goal of that ilk ever. In any league, in any game. It just seems so unnecessary. 12 more minutes. Oh, Richard Copeland, we were just talking about you, bro. What's up? Welcome back. Jude Bellingham, if you look at his goals, you would also think he's a striker. So I always just assumed Mbappe was a winger who cut inside. Oh, man. McDonald's is showing commercials. Putting a hash brown. Ooh. Hash brown on a sausage biscuit. Looks delicious. Alexa, what day does Spider-Man come out? The new Spider-Man. Maybe in all this free time we're going to have tomorrow.
Spider-Man. Brand new day is coming out on July 31st, 2026. That's in about 2 weeks. Would you like me to remind you when it comes out on July 31st?
No.
Got it. No reminder needed.
Yeah, maybe use some of this free time I have to go check out a movie, guys. Richard Copeland, I think it'll be penalties. It definitely will. That'll be the most exciting thing of this game, though. It might be exactly what we need. Right, if this is a foul, yeah, MH, it just didn't make sense. And again, I posted something on Instagram. If you guys are on Instagram, you can find me at Eat Pray Ball. Check my story. Because I found video evidence of almost the exact same play where Argentina fouls the Austrian player and it leads to a goal. So it's more kind of that for me. It seems to be always Argentina and always in Argentina's favor.
Wiley said, "There's a new Spider-Man." My boy's been working. There is a new Spider-Man. I'm not gonna lie. I've always been excited about the prospect of Tom Holland Spider-Man ever since Captain America: Civil War. It just felt like the Spider-Man I grew up with, like the real teenager who's just a super genius, and you know he's a goofball, but he's just indestructible. But I blame this on Marvel, not Tom Holland and not the writers, because the Spider-Mans have been good. They just haven't been that good. It's just been all over the place. No real storyline. I don't know if I'm supposed to like Zendaya or not. I just wish they had a Mary Jane. Like, what is Zendaya? Well, I guess she is MJ, but she just doesn't feel like the right MJ. They made her like goth MJ. Ooh, overlap. Ooh. Oh. And then all the multiverse stuff just really killed it for me. It's just too much Tony Stark influence, too much technology and power. I don't know. That said, you bet your ass I'm about to be watching this new Spider-Man called Brand New Day. Carlos Andy said, I like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man better. I do too. You know what the reason is? Man, this game must be real boring if we talking about freaking Spider-Mans. But now we gonna get into it, chat. The real reason I think Tobey Maguire was better, obviously the storyline was more consistent throughout the trilogy. But also, he got a proper origin story. I mean, shit, even the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man got a proper origin story. We didn't get to see how Tom Holland became Spider-Man, and I think that's kind of important for a comic book story. Obviously, we all know how Spider-Man becomes Spider-Man, you know, and for some hero movies, we don't need to see the origin. But the Spider-Man origin is so... Oh, Granite Shaka. The Spider-Man origin is so sick that I would have loved to see kind of a rendition on it. You know what I mean? Would love to see a live-action Miles Morales, too. That's what I'm looking for. ¿Dónde está CR7? CR7, ¿dónde está? Ref, just take us to PKs, man. We don't need this last 5 minutes. We get it. I think we all get it. Wiley said they've done the origin 3 times. That's facts. But they needed to do it a 4th time. I just hate that Peter kept going back to MJ. He should have just went with Ursula instead. I can't remember who Ursula was. Hold that thought. Oh, how did he miss this, bro? That would have been game over. Let's go to PKs, guys. It is crazy, chat, that we have no games tomorrow. That shit is killing me.
Take a turn this shit off.
Facts, MH. Callum is as loopy and delirious as we all are watching this game. Bro, how did he miss? He was trying to hit that top corner. He was trying to Flo Balogun it.
All right, can Colombia finish this in regulation? Well, extra time, but regulation still. Before PKs. Boy.
That is wishful and queuing up the Xbox.
Only if they lose, Richard. That miss will definitely haunt them for sure. But if they win in PKs, they're just going to get over it and move on. Dude, I've forgotten all about Yerry Mina. Yeah, Onana tore his ACL. Big up Onana, bro. These Belgian ballers, man, they're very interesting. Might need to bring in Axel Witsel. Callum, you were saying all kinds of wild stuff, bro. Dog, the Colombians are dying inside. You can see it. One minute of additional time, brother. Come on, PKs. Oh, guys, tune in. Hold on. I'm going to go get some tea. We know where this is headed. Well, I guess I'll wait this extra 30 seconds because then we're going to have like a very brief break before PKs.
Damn, brother, I hope they can do it without their star player.
Well, we will see. Penalties, guys. Man, we could have got to this point like 2 hours ago. They should just do a vote next time. Like, you know, ask the fans if they want to see any of this crap. MH says Diaz, Munoz, James. James is not in. Munoz is still. Penalty shootout time. Wake up, boys and girls. We gonna be excited about this one, ballers. Donde está penal? Man, Integra, you love. Y'all are spamming. You got to pick 5 players. Who you taking? Penalty shootout to save the human species from an alien invasion. The fate of the world rests on these guys. Man, I'm going Vinny Jr., Lionel Messi. No, I'm playing. Not De Bruyne, Lukaku. Definitely Neymar. Neymar's got to be in there for sure. Penalty. He's probably the best penalty taker of all time. I don't know if I've ever seen Neymar miss a penalty. They ended up having to change the penalty rule for Neymar because he invented the stutter step. Who doesn't miss? Yo, I just fell asleep mid move. Let's go get some tea. Not De Bruyne, Lukaku, Yaya Toure, Delap. Yikes, Yaya Toure. I think Yaya Toure passed up PKs to Aguero once Aguero got there.
Brother, where are you at? We are marching to the spot.
Yes, sir. Jose Quintero. Y'all thought I was going to be gone for the PKs. Montiel, yes. Golasso.
Whole lot of yellow in that state.
Whole lot of yellow. That's number one. The 12th man really helps with the PKs. Good PK. Granite Shaka. Let us see.
Where are you at?
Bottom corner. I'm just about to see Granite Shaka's penalty. Wow. Not a good penalty. But he got it done. It's a good guess from the keeper. Aim high, boys and girls. Aim high. Davidson Sanchez. Everybody is praying. Whole chat's asleep for this. Come on now. Who's winning this? Big center back energy. Come on, Davidson. Bottom right. Oh, no. Oh, no. Integra. James is still playing. He was subbed off at the 70th minute or so. Richard Copeland said, no. Don't worry. Vargas can play.
That is an interesting run-up. Nervous.
Yeah, he's it's like a short run up. Oh, he goes sideways, backwards. Oh my God. He's lucky that worked. I guess he sent him the wrong way. But that was wasn't very convincing. If Colombia loses, I'm gonna imagine the racism. Oh man. Davidson Sanchez.
Brother, Luis Diaz needs to get up. Take this. Oh.
Oh my God. Sometimes better lucky than good, friends. Integra says, what is up with black players missing important penalties? Meanwhile, Messi just missed a penalty today. Don't know what you're talking about, Integra. Just talking. Manuel Akanji. Oh my God, the center backs go over the bar. Center backs only score on Argentina.
Where was he trying to put it?
Brother, I don't know. Miles off it, bro.
I mean, that he did not convincing lack thereof.
Stutter steps should be reserved for people who take penalties often. Oh my God, Colombia. Il a dit quoi? He said, I got you. Dog, Luis Diaz is trying to be the hero and take the 5th penalty. He might be not able to take the penalty by the end of this.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, he needs to get up there.
Chat, what number penalty taker do you want to be in a game?
1.
Number 1.
You set the tone, brother.
You set the tone. Even if you miss, there's opportunities for your team to help you out.
I mean, honestly, like, that's
wow.
What done. Fucking folded. It was knocked it clean.
Straight down the middle. If that is not the most Winklevoss. Yeah, these penalties haven't been great. That dude looks like he is a legacy at Harvard University. Winklevoss to times 10. Luis Diaz, the pressure's on you. This is actually crazy. So they keep going after this if Luis Diaz makes it. Maybe this is why he's going 5. 5 is important. Oh, no, not the stutter. Woo!
Switzerland win if they score next.
No, because they've both taken 5. Oh, no, Switzerland's on their 5th. Oh, shit. Switzerland.
Switzerland just need to score this, and then it's over.
The keeper did a good job of staying up to the last minute.
Damn, I thought the last two was Vargas. I got that. Got to mix that.
No, the keeper's Vargas, and so is this guy.
No, but I thought Vargas had the short run out.
I'm not gonna lie, it might be a multiple Vargases. I didn't realize how multicultural Switzerland is. See, he said, "Oh, this is for game. This is for game." Wow, this is crazy. Colombia are out. This is crazy, chat. Absolutely crazy.
Damn, dude, the non...
Samuel Weah, that was Manuel Akanji, the former Man City center back. He plays for Inter Milan now, and he skied it over the bar, but he is still living life.
It's incredible. Switzerland aren't particularly good, but
Switzerland, you would have never. They're just a solid. They're just solid, bro. But will that solidness beat Messi? Oh, they're playing in Kansas City next? Brother MH, that's exactly what I was thinking. Colombia could beat Argentina, but I don't know if Switzerland can.
Well, I don't know if Colombia could either. They just seem to not.
That's real. After a game like this, though, I don't know if Colombia could, but I think it would have been a much.
What's the most goals that Colombia has even put in a game? Like I can only really remember one goal.
I just Colombia. Portugal, Colombia was 0-0. They beat Uzbekistan by 3. Every other game has been 1-0 or 0s. You're right. I thought Colombia's been the second best team in this World Cup, behind France.
Impressive. Damn, Kanji missed in the Euros as well. This man hasn't been practicing.
Right, man is just missing, but he'll never shy away from stepping up. Delap, it is late for you, brother. Get out of here. Good night to you. We will see you on the next one.
Wow.
Samuel Weah, do you want the Lambo or do you want the Bugatti, brother? Carlos Andres, Pablo Escobar, and the Cali cartel turning over in their graves right now. Facts, Richard. Unlucky for Colombia. That's a tough way to go out. The whole game wasn't really played particularly well. I can't even tell you that anybody deserved anything, you know? Crazy. Wiley's gutted. He wanted this. How many of y'all wanted this because you thought this would have been a great matchup against Argentina versus y'all really wanted Colombia to win?
You can excuse Murad for lining up his team the way he did today because this is him. Love him, by the way. I absolutely love him.
Bro, his hair is so crazy. He looks like a cartoon character Bond villain. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, Richard. I hope you subscribe, bro. I hope you tap into some of these soon. We got more World Cup games to watch. A lot more soccer to talk. Take care, brother. All right, chat. I don't have any big decompression speech after this one. I think I need to go and get some food and get to some work. Look at that flag with Shaka on it with the Statue of Liberty thing on his head. Crazy. As a surrogate South American, I wanted real representation, not Argentinian. Now that is facts. Damn. So what? Wait, let's look at the bracket. What is the bracket? No African and no South American teams other than Argentina? We have Norway versus England, Spain versus Belgium, France versus Morocco, Argentina versus Switzerland. Ugh. What an interesting quarterfinal. We're gonna get a France Argentina rematch, bro. And I'm just so mad about it. I hope England. I don't know. Maybe Norway are the team that beat Argentina. I don't know. I just hope it's not as predictable as France beating Morocco, Spain beating Belgium, England beating Norway, and Argentina beating Switzerland. I just hope not. Also, it's so crazy, dude. We got one game on Thursday, one game on Friday, 2 games on Saturday. Nuts. The World Cup is really coming to an end, and I'm like about to cry.
Brother, we got a whole day to be live tomorrow. I can go get a haircut. Go get my dry cleaning.
I can go do so much tomorrow. I can do work. I can probably build something. I don't know. But I'm just going to be curled up in my bed crying because no World Cup is on. Do you think the teams give like the stadiums like songs they want played? Appreciate you, Richard. Peace out, bro. Do you think they're like, look, I want you to play Celebrate Good Times with because after England won, I mean shit, after US won, we heard that West Virginia song. That was a great save from the keeper. He damn near caught that shit.
Damn, brother. Walmart is just they have all those like FIFA World Cup T-shirts, U.S. soccer T-shirts. Brother, they are all on sale.
Walmart's got a fire sale of these off-brand T-shirts. Wiley says the question is going to be which team is going to dive the most. Carlos says, what are you doing for work? I'm a producer, brother. I'm a multimedia producer. Podcasts, video, audio, film, TV, marketing, materials, etc. If you got any needs for me, hit up my production company, Marsh Goody Productions. Next year, it's going to be a drought during the seasons. Nah, brother. World Cup year. Mbappe is hungry for this World Cup, though. I can tell you that. I honestly think Morocco is the biggest test that France have. Crazy, man. Which one is going to drive the most? Oh, drive the most money. I see what you mean. Do you want England to win the World Cup? Scorpion Ryu clan? What in the Cobra Kai name is that? No, I don't want England to win the World Cup. I want France to win the World Cup, but I would love. Well, it's not gonna. I would love for England to play France in the final. I think that would be a fun final. Like if England can beat Norway and Argentina, that would be extremely legit for England. However, at the same time, because I want France to win, I don't want England to get another runner-up in a major tournament. That just seems so anticlimactic. I don't know what scenario I would want the most. To your point, Wiley, the script writers want Argentina and France, honestly. They absolutely do.
Brother, there is no script writing for any other team but Argentina.
There's no script writing for any other reason?
Any other team but Argentina.
Yeah, bro.
They don't care if Argentina plays.
Argentina just gets what they get. And they've been getting
fluky calls.
Fluky calls, fluky goals.
No other team has gotten that.
It would have been really exciting to see Argentina fucking Colombia, dude. No offense to Switzerland, but I mean, y'all just better put up a fight on Saturday, because otherwise, I'm done. Man, what a waste. I'm working on my soccer channel. Hope it grows one of these days. Tired of cooking and watching channels, washing dishes. Brother, if I could give you any advice, just be consistent. I'll check out your channel. I don't know what kind of soccer stuff you're making, but keep it going, bro. That's what I'm doing. You know, you want to do it for the love. Don't do it because you want to make money off this. Let me tell you right now, I'm not making money off YouTube. I mean, I make a little bit, but not a lot. I'm not making a lot of money off this. I do this because I love the game. I want to grow it in America. I want to connect with people all around the world. And with those goals in mind, I think other things open up. And that's kind of how it happens. Like, it's never what you want to happen. It's what happens because you're doing what you want to happen, right? MH says, I want France to lose it. What do you mean Morocco has easy matches so far, says Kausha. I think we said Argentina has easy matches. Wiley says, I'm out. I'll see you Thursday. Thursday, brother. Morocco, France. That's a big one. MH has family in France. He'll never hear the end of it. First of all, England got to get to the final, brother. It's almost written for France. We'll see. Y'all just got to get through Argentina and Norway. I say that like it's an easy task. Argentina is not a football superpower. Why people hate so much? Why don't you Americans want England to win the World Cup when we put the MLS on the map because of David Beckham and the fact that you speak English? Scorpion, it's one reason. It's because y'all shit on us for us calling the game soccer when you guys were the ones who gave us soccer. So if you guys gave us MLS and you guys gave us soccer, and now you guys say we can't even play soccer because we call it soccer, that's your fault. We don't never want y'all to win nothing. There it is, right here, right on point. It's not soccer, it's football. But it was you guys who invented association football and then abbreviated it to ASOC, which then became soccer, and then gave it to us, and then gave it to your other colonized countries like Australia and Canada. It was y'all's fault. Y'all are the reason. We have no culture here in America around the world sport of soccer. Well, we do have culture, but we're trying to like find our own identity around it. But it's all your fucking fault. That's all I'm going to say about that. You guys used to call football rugby, and then association football was soccer. Well, was football. And then you guys wanted to change it sometime in the late 1800s. That ain't our fault. It's not our fault. You guys forced this upon us. And then you went and colonized these lands and then forced soccer upon them. And that's why Australia sucks. That's why Canada sucks. And that's why we still suck. It's all your fault. He said, you don't hit the ball with your socks. It's not where it came from. It came from you guys. ASOC, association football. I don't even know what that means. Why? Why couldn't we call it? I bet even if it wasn't called soccer, if it was called association, y'all would respect us more. Like, what do you play? Oh, I play association. Carlos Andes says, I love soccer for almost 20 years now, and I use YouTube to make clips on FC26. Hopefully I can travel to games, meet more fans and lovers of the game instead of people just throwing dishes and trash. Brother, keep playing your game, bro. There's a lot of FC26 creators who go all around the world. Like, are you good? Are you ranked? I personally have stopped FC26 because the game got kind of weak to me. I'm waiting for it to like elevate. Now they did add the World Cup feature to this, which is dope. I'm gonna have to do a FC, bro. You're gonna have to come back on a FIFA Friday when we play FC26. You can join my ultimate team. Is that what it's called? No, not my ultimate team. My pro club, and we can ball out. What was all that noise? Oh, okay. Did y'all hear that? Martin White, Switzerland. Félicitations, frérot. Congratulations, Switzerland. Scorpion said it's all good. You guys gave me soccer. I will go on that rant forever. American NFL called football when you only punt the ball. That's true. But American NFL, much like soccer, came from a form of rugby and soccer, just like in England.
and we ended up calling it football. And then association soccer's rules changed, and then we started association football, and that was what we called soccer. It's a big history. Look it up. I'm telling you, it's kind of crazy because English, even more than South Americans, than Africans, than Europeans in general, English, who are the ones who gave us that word, are the ones who make fun of us the most for calling it soccer. Messi misses the penalty. They're replaying the Egypt stuff now. Yo, congratulations, my Swiss. Y'all did your thing. Greetings from Switzerland. Martin White, what's happening, bro? We'll wipe Argentina away. You better, bro. You better, because the whole world thought Colombia would be a great matchup for Argentina. And again, you guys are solid. I just don't see you guys beating Argentina, but you better. I'm counting on you. We will be there. If you are watching, don't watch alone, brother. Pull up to the stream this Saturday. We will all be here for that. Hope to see you. MH plays PES, Pro Evolution. Or are you just saying Pro Evolution was how soccer became soccer? Right. We all hope you smash the RGs, bro. I know he's happy. He said we're dancing. Good for you, big dog. Good for you. At least we got some Swiss energy in here. Shout out to all my Swissies. They all speak French, so I love them. Okay, people. One thing I want you to do on your way out, we're about to get out of here. Do me a favor. What's up, Fidel? Do me a favor, hit that like button. Just let everybody know you like the stream. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to your boy. Come back. Come stay a while. We do EPB watch parties all the time. Obviously, we're doing World Cup. We're going to push it into the European season once that starts. But this is a place where you can be safe, talk with ballers, and you will never watch alone. I appreciate everybody who's pulled up. Switzerland have no chance as Scorpion against. Oh, you're Argentinian. Fidel is Argentinian. I don't know what you are. Hop Suisse. Oh, man. 14 penalties, says Fidel. And then Scorpion is all about England. We got some great quarterfinal matches coming up. It starts with France versus Morocco. You already know that's going to set the tone. And then we got even bigger ones coming on Friday and Saturday. I will see you next game, bro. Argentina, next game will be your last. We're going to end on that comment because that is facts on facts on facts. Let them know, Swiss. Up, Swiss. Up, Swiss. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week, a great off day. Our first off day in the World Cup this summer is tomorrow. It's crazy. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself, but we're going to figure it out. All love here from Los Angeles. I will holler at y'all soon.